Assalamualaikum. Welcome to our online class. Hope all of you are fine at home by the grace of Almighty Allah. Dear students, in my previous class, I have taught you lesson 4 and 5 of chapter 7. Today, I am going to discuss on lesson 6 and 7 of chapter 7. That means, I will discuss on structure and functions of local government and good governance in government administration. So dear students, get your book and copy to do the class. Open your book, page number 89 and follow my words. Local government. Local government is a system of government which is elected by the people to run the local administration and maintain development works. Dear students, this type of government is formed locally to solve local problems. As the territory and population of the state is large at present, it is not possible for the government to solve all types of regional problems from the center. In this way, the extra pressure of the central government is reduced and the solution of local problems also become easy. It is an important part of Bangladesh administration. Dear students, the local government system has spread out in both village area and urban area also. Now, I am going to show you the structure of local government in our country. Have a look on the board. Structure of local government in village area and urban area. In village area, we see there are 3 layers. The bottom layer is the Union Parishad and Upazila Parishad consists of some of Union Parishad. Again, District Council consists of some of Upazila Parishad. On the other side, we see that in urban area there are 2 layers in our local government. Number 1, Poroshobha. This is the bottom layer and upper layer is the city corporation. Dear students, in urban areas, all city corporations are not included in city corporation. There are 4 city corporations only included in the local government. These are Kumilla, Narayanganj, Gazipur and Mymensingh. We know that there are 12 city corporations in our country. You write in your copy, except 8 city corporations, only 4 city corporations are under in local government. That's are Kumilla, Narayanganj, Gazipur and Mymensingh. Now, I am going to show you the structure of different layers in local government. Already I have told you that the Union Parishad is the bottom layer of our local government. There are 4,554 Union Parishad in the country. 4,554. Try to keep in your mind. The Union Parishad consists of 1 chairman, 9 members from 9 wards, 3 female members. The total members of Union Parishad are 13. All of them are elected by the local people to solve local problems and to develop in rural area. Dear students, the Upazila Parishad consists of some Union Parishad. And there are 492 Upazila Parishad in our country. Upazila Parishad consists of 1 chairman, 1 vice chairman, 1 women vice chairman, and all of chairmen of Union Parishad, where 1/3 will be female members. Already you have understood the structure of Upazila Parishad. Now, District Council. Look at the board. You know that there are 64 districts in our country. Out of them, 61 districts under the Ministry of Local Government Affairs and 3 districts under the Ministry of Chattogram Hill Trust Affairs. These three districts are Khagrachari, Bandarban and Rangamati. The district council consists of one chairman and 20 members, and these 20 members, out of these 20 members, the 5 will be female members. The members of the district council are elected by the boards of mayor and commissioners of all the city corporations under the district council. All the chairmen of Upazila, mayor and councillors of all the Poroshobhas and all the chairmen and members of union parishad. The members of parliament under the district will be the advisor of district council. Try to keep in your mind. The most important information of district council is that the members of parliament under the district council will be the advisor of district council. So who is advisor of district council? Members of parliament. Now I will discuss on the structure of the local government in urban area. Already I have told you that there are two layers in urban area, Poroshobha and city corporation. There are 327 Poroshobhas in the country, in Bangladesh. The Poroshobha consists of one mayor, one councillor from each ward, one female councillor from reserved seats. The numbers of councillors can be more or less according to its territory. And in city corporation, there are total 12 city corporations in our country. There are Dhaka North, Dhaka South, Chattogram, Rajshahi, Khulna, Sylhet, Borishal, Narayanganj, Rangpur, Kumilla, Gazipur and Mymensingh. And the seat of the city corporation is called mayor. And there are some councillors as a helping hand of mayor. Hope you have understood the structure of the local government. Now I am going to discuss on the functions of local government. Already you have known that there are 4,554 union parishads in our country. So developmental works in union parishads, that means developmental work in all Bangladesh. And the functions of all layers of local government are about same. The functions of union parishad, the main functions of union parishad are to implement plans and development, total development of union parishad. Public welfare. Public welfare, that means to do something for well-being of the people of that certain area. There are a lot of things included here. That's our family planning, hygienic sanitation system, pure drinking water, etc. Keep environment clean and tidy. It is also included in public welfare. And peacekeeping also. Peacekeeping is the most important work of union parishad. Union parishad can solve different types of disputes happening in the union parishad area. Judicial. Union parishad, sometimes the members and chairman of union parishad can verdict to solve the problems of the certain area. Information broadcast. You know that our country is disaster prone country. In every year, cyclone, flood, different types of disasters are occurred in our country. So that the most important work of union parishad is to broadcast information to the people about different types of problems and for making awareness also. Education. It is also a most important work of union parishad. Union parishad have to ensure education for all in that certain area. Dear students, the functions of Upazila Parishad are almost the same as the functions of Union Parishad. Besides this, Upazila Parishad takes necessary long and short term development projects including 5-year plan. Upazila Parishad implements and supervises and coordinates various projects of the government. It constructs and maintains the link roads among different union parishads. Now, I am going to discuss on the functions of district council. The functions of district council are to conduct different development programs of district council. It builds roads, bridges and culverts in the reserved area of Upazila and Paurosabha. The construction of educational institutions, residential hotels, training centers, orphanages, libraries and night schools, agricultural farms, flood control environments are also the functions of district council. It arranges irrigation, preserves public health and work for the development of communication and transportation. Dear students, have you understood the functions of local government in village area? Now, I am going to discuss on the functions of local government in urban area. Already I have told you that there are 2 layers in urban area. That is the Paurosabha and city corporation. And the functions of Paurosabha and city corporation are almost same. Now have a look on the board. The main functions of Paurosabha are pure drinking water. The members and chairmen of Paurosabha have to ensure pure drinking water of their certain area. And they have to removing the blocked water. Number 3, controlling unhygienic and adulterated food. You know that some businessmen try to mix contaminated elements with food. So, it is the duty of the members of Paurosabha that controlling an unhygienic adulterated food. Number 4, arranging the proper construction of houses and homes of that certain area. We have to maintain the rules of city corporation or the rules of government to build a house. So, the members of Paurosabha have to ensure that the house or home is to be made according to rules. Constructing and maintaining roads and controlling vehicle movements. It is the most important responsibility of the members of Paurosabha. And establishing park, garden and preserving open space are also the responsible of the members of Paurosabha. The functions of Paurosabha are same of the functions of the city corporation. All city corporation have to ensure these functions for the certain area. I think all of you have understood the functions of local government. Now I am going to discuss on good governance in government administration. What is good governance? Have a look on the board. Good governance means a type of government which is formed according to the constitution. It works under a jurisdiction with honesty and sincerity. I am telling you again, good governance means a type of government which is formed according to the constitution. It works under a jurisdiction with honesty and sincerity. Dear students, The important matters in good governance are protection of citizens' rights and public welfare. It employs its ultimate efficiency for the protection of citizens' rights and for public welfare. In easy words, good governance is a type of state or government system where different organizations are responsible for their jobs. Here, institutional interest is greater than individual interest. Transparency and accountability in the execution of different functions and to establish the rule of law are the factors of good governance. It is essential to ensure responsibility and accountability in administration to run the government. For the good establishment of rule of law and democracy, corruption, individual interest, and nepotism should be stopped. Besides, establishment of human rights is urgent for a country so that the people can get justice. It is necessary to establish good governance in every corner of the government to eliminate poverty, to attain self-reliance, to establish justice, and to ensure development. The hindrances to good governance should also be removed. The government has taken steps to establish good governance in the country. We have to cooperate the government to implement the efforts taken by it. We have to build ourselves as the upholders and bearers for the establishment of good governance. We have to make ourselves responsible to build Bangladesh as a prosperous and corruption-free country in the canvas of the world. Dear students, a lot of important information we have found from this topic. For getting 30 out of 30 in MCQ, you will have to memorize all important information. That is why I have given you to make 30 MCQ from lesson 6 and 7 of chapter 7 as homework. Write in your copy, make 30 MCQ from lesson 6 and 7 of chapter 7. Your SBMR will be dependent on this homework. That's all for the class. See you again in the next class. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.